Yeah, I'm surprised that anyone would hear the word change behavior and think of be obedient, because people are stuck with behaviors being as like bad behaviors, or like they don't realize behavior is we do behavior all day. Me reading and making this video is a behavior. It's video behavioring. You typing is typing behavior. Like behavior is all around us. So in the field that we work in, when people hear, oh, change behavior, they think of obedience. It seems unethical, and I would never try to build tolerance. Kids are humans, not robots. Okay, but the word tolerance here is actually a replacement word for overstimulated. Yeah, so you would much rather them be overstimulated every 5 minutes compared to them having to probably, once we learn that they're overstimulated, we accommodate them and we modify the environment so that they cannot be there, so they don't get overstimulated. So a kid that can't last 5 minutes in class is because they're overstimulated or they're trying to escape something. So that's our job, to build their tolerance, aka build their skills to know how to navigate the environment that they're in. Oh, it's loud here in the gym. We're going to make sure we have our headphones so that he's not having a oversensory overload. I just met with the YMCA today to do a consulting, because she was explaining that they're in the gym and they're also in the cafeteria. And those are like the worst areas for a child with autism to be in, because of the echoics in there. So yes, when we have a learner that can't tolerate 5 minutes in the classroom, it's because there's issues in the classroom, and it's our job to change your environment and help them navigate it and advocate for themselves. Hey, it's too loud. I need my headphones, or I need to go take a walk. I need a break. I'm overstimulated right now. Oh, okay. Thank you for using your words instead of having aggressive behavior. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Let's go for a walk. Let's go to your room. Let's go take a little break. Yeah. So that kid can last 5 minutes. Well, guess what? Now that we accommodated him and modified the environment and taught them how to function and communicate, now they're equipped to be successful in that environment that they couldn't tolerate for 5 minutes because they got overstimulated. So, yeah, I would much rather them be able to tolerate 15 minutes of class and them lasting a whole segment, especially if they're integrated with the typical peers, because guess what? The teacher has to teach a typical classroom's grade work with kids that have IEPs that are on 3 grade levels below them, but they got to sit there in the class and listen to the class, take turns reading a paragraph from Charlotte's Web and making predictions and reading class because they're in 3rd grade and they're supposed to be enrolled with the typical peers. So yeah, for that 20 minutes is waste of time, and hopefully that they could last tolerating that, because they have to be entitled to the free education, but also the kids in the classroom too. So they can't, the teacher can't teach 5 curriculums in the 20-minute segment that she's limited to teach the whole classroom. Do you see what I mean? So yeah, the words in our field are terrible. They're so misinterpreted. It's very unethical. So actually, now that I explained it the way that I did, you still think it's unethical for us to teach the learner to navigate their environment so that they could tolerate being in the classroom that they have to stay in for 6.5 hours a day, 5 days a week. And I see that you're an OT, and I love my OTs, but like, not for nothing, as an OT, especially in a school setting, working with learners that have autism, your guys' session is about 30 minutes or 45 minutes, an hour, depending on what's on the IEP. But we are with the learner for 6.5 hours straight every day, 5 days, 5 days a week. So it's like, yeah, you would hope, and I would hope that they could tolerate your 30-minute session, because I'm teaching them how to tolerate and navigate their environment for their 6.5 hours a day. Like, I can't wait to get to OT session, because it's a new transition that gets them away from the old transition that they're in all day. That's not stimulating because it's way over their head. Do you see what I'm saying?